This is for you if you're about to go on stage and you've never been on stage before. Perhaps you're giving a speech or a presentation or performing something. First of all, don't fight the fear. If you're nervous as hell, let yourself be nervous. Try to reframe it into thinking of it as you're excited. You wanted this opportunity to come. You wanted a chance to present yourself. This is your chance to get all the attention you want. It means you care. It means you're conscientious of doing well. And that's perfectly okay. That is so human. And because you care, you're going to come in prepared. Here comes your most beloved autism technique. Visualization sounds absolutely retarded, but it actually works. You have to trust me on this. Before going on stage, or even if you are afraid of it right now, think about exactly how it's going to feel. Think about walking up to that stage. Think about the sounds you would hear. Think about how the auditorium looks like. Think about the way people respond to the things you say and the things you've prepared. Think about them responding positively to it. Think about how your feet feels against your shoes, how your shoes feel against the floor. Think about the air conditioning. What temperature would the room be in? Think about as many elements you could find that would pop up when you're in the situation itself. Think about how you'll be introduced. Think about how you're going to walk, how your shoulders are going to feel, what posture you'll be in, how the clothes rest on your skin, and just completely immerse yourself in the moment in your head. What that does is it brings you a lot of familiar elements that you can kind of connect the dots as you're walking up to that situation and you feel a little bit more comfortable. And to pair with this visualization skill, really focus on the first few things you're going to do the second you get into the spotlight of attention. The second you get on stage or you're about to do your performance or your speech, the first thing you're going to do, just focus on the first thing. Prepare for the rest. Prepare as much as you can. When you're about to do it or when you're really afraid, just focus on the first few things you're going to do. How you're going to walk out onto the stage, how you're going to introduce yourself, how you're going to start. For example, you focus on the first 3 sentences of the speech you're going to give. This is exactly what I'm going to say the second I get up there. You don't even need to follow your script. You can even think about how am I going to make this funny the first 3 sentences I'm up there. Maybe the second I step on stage I can say, this is the first time I'm doing this. I'm absolutely nervous, but here we go. Then you just keep thinking about that. Alright, those are the first 3 things I'm going to say. They are strange things to say on stage, but this is your first time. Who gives a shit? Or maybe you're about to give a performance. Think of the first few lines you're going to sing. Think of the first few lines you're going to play on your musical instrument. Just think of the first few things you're going to do. You don't even need to do them right. You just need to do them so you'll warm up to the next moment and let yourself do them terribly. Think about how you're going to integrate your fuck up and turn it into a wonderful warm up for the next parts of your performance or your speech. Next, when you're actually in that spotlight, what you can do is focus your attention on individuals. Move the perceived spotlight on yourself onto other people. Focus on how people react. Look at them one by one and then just think about how they're sitting, how they're presenting themselves, even if they're audience members, right? You think about them as individuals and you look at them as you perform or you speak. Or if you're really, really scared, ultimate technique, stare into a blank space. The second time I ever performed, it was so much better than the first time because I just stared into a blank spot. There were people sitting everywhere and in between 2 people in the middle of the audience, I just stared at the blank spot and I performed to that blank spot. But it did absolute wonders. It's so much less scary. And you just focus on what is coming out of you as you perform to the blank spot. And as you warm up, you feel better, more familiar, more comfortable. Your visualization kicks in. The elements you've already imagined are in front of you and you feel like you own the moment. That's where you can shift your attention from the blank spot onto individuals. And soon you'll be warmed up to the audience and you feel good. You realize that nobody really cares that much to poke at you or to laugh at you or to judge you or to find you retarded. They're just there to exist. And they're just there to sit through your performance and they will happily show you appreciation because they understand how scary it is to be up there in the spotlight. Nobody is automatically fearless in the face of performances and speeches and things like that. Unless you have extreme magnitudes of extroversion or you're just kind of twisted in the head. You're always going to be kind of scared when you're in a position where everybody watches you. But it's fine, you're an attention whore. We all love attention. We just need more practice. Let it be imperfect. If it's terrible, we'll just do better next time. The worst that can happen will never happen unless we keep thinking about it. And even if we do keep thinking about it, the chances that the worst thing can happen is so minimal. We're afraid of falling on stage or making the most impressive fuck-ups. We can't even do that if we tried. Those fuck-ups. How often do we fucking fall down while walking? Basically never unless you're a special person, right? And even if you do fall down, it's funny. You're an attention whore, soak it up. Laugh at it. Like they're paying attention, but they don't care. So get on stage, get into the position of a spotlight. Maybe you're giving an important presentation. do it. It's a great opportunity and you're always going to have another chance. So be patient with yourself, go and get it done, prepare to your best ability, visualize, warm up to the audience, and do it imperfectly. As long as you've done it, well done. You got this. This is a great opportunity. I love you. Good luck. It's about to work.